One of the topics of the week.
What's up?
We were supposed to talk about it yesterday, but we got tied up. 607 Unc and 4 extras. Crash out. Everybody know what's going on by now. I know y'all done seen everybody take. So long story short, 607 Unc is on the mission to raise the frequency and enlighten the world via trolling. So he does the I'm going to act crazy tactic, and in the midst of me acting crazy, I'm going to say some real stuff. I'm going to drop some game. I'm going to drop some bars. I'm going to drop some jewels. But the only way to get you to listen in today's era is to crash out, is to troll, is to do something crazy to get eyes on you. So that's what he's been doing. So previously, he trolled Munchie B, and he been trolling 4 Extra behind the scenes when 4 Extra wasn't around, talking about the carrot incident, this, that, and the third. So Adam, of course, he like, cool, it's built up. I'm gonna get them in the room together. It's gonna go crazy. We're gonna get views, blah, blah, blah. 4 Extra playing dumb like, he don't got an issue with, oh yeah, what time to interview. He roll up, Unc say 50 Crips, 40, 50 Crips. Boom, they do the interview. Middle of the interview, 4 Extra giving a speech, all of a sudden, flips on Unc. Unc get the plan, trying to do that trolling shit. He wasn't even trolling yet. He just had said something like, yeah, some 60s. He like, man, don't mention none of my homies, woo whoop. Get up, stand over him, tell him, nigga, I'll knock you out. I ain't Munchie B, woo whoop. Then makes another threat saying, I'll flatline you in here. Mm-hmm. And that's where it went left. So apparently, Unc calls Adam after all of that goes on and tells Adam, man, look, man, I don't feel safe up here. I quit. I'm not coming no more. And then he says, he had dudes up here with Blix allegedly, this, that, and the third. And he starts trolling 4 Extra from a distance once he leaves. Now, in the footage, it's all peace. As soon as he leave, he like, oh, you a mark, you a buster, you this, you that. Now he's challenging him to a fight. Man, look, I'll put up 50K. I'll knock your big ass out because I think you only pick on people when you got your homies around or they smaller than you. Now he's saying, I don't believe none of the fight stories. We heard all these stories and we ain't seen no fights. King Pill offered to fight you. You turned down 50K with King Pill, but then you go to the county jail and say we can fight for free. That shit don't make no sense. So what y'all think? You think 4 Extras went too far with what he did? Or do you think Unc went too far with the trolling?
Unc realized it ain't all content, baby. Woo. Unc realized it ain't all content. If 4 Extras is really from over there and, holding it down like that, that's why you can't play with that game banging shit when you come out here. That was a prime example of when people think it's all fun and games until you really come across one who ain't playing about where they from. And so Unc should have known, and somebody at No Jumper should have really told him, like, hey, bro, you doing too much. You really out here. You're not even from out here. Watch the politics.
They for sure not doing that, though.
Nah, they want the content. Even more, but even if this ain't, it look like it ain't content at this point because we know a lot of things be content. But this is what we say. Where do you draw the lines of playing with people? You playing with this man's name and you thinking stuff is a game, and you talking about you not playing with it's just him. This ain't the 40s, nigga. He comes with the 40s.
Exactly.
When you play with a Crip, you're playing with his hood. For the most part, especially somebody that's respected.
Especially the 40s. That's like one of the biggest old cards. You feel me?
But even if it was all that case, if you would have asked him for a one-on-one fade, he would have gave you a head-up fade. I
don't think Unc really wanted to fight him.
No, I'm saying all this trolling and stuff after. Like, you should just let that shit die down at this point.
And this one was crazy to me because he called into No Jumper News a couple days later after previously saying, oh, man, they had guns in there. They had Blix on them. Woo, woo. Then he calls in and goes, yeah, gang, I had a gun in my pocket the whole time. So what if I'd have popped his ass? Woo, woo. And I'm thinking, bro, you said it was 40 to 50 of them. So unless you had 1,000 rounds on you, or your ass was John Wick, or you was bulletproof and you could dodge bullets like Neo in the Matrix, you're not out shooting 40, 50 niggas. Because if you're saying they got Blix and there's 40 of them, at the minimum, it's going to be 20 Blix.
I think
you're not out shooting all of them. So I don't know. How can you cry about them having Blix
and you
call in and say you got one in your pocket? So evidently you coming up there on that type of time too.
And don't he always say he don't fight, where he from? They really, on the live cast where he from, they don't really fight out there.
Yeah, he always downplay everywhere. It's like, well, I'm from St. Louis, gang. We don't do this,
fight.
We don't do that. So it's like, but we kept telling y'all, listen, everybody you see ain't playing that trolling shit. Yeah, y'all come to the land, y'all see the podcasters, y'all see the ones who, they in the transition phase. They have one foot in, one foot out. They really not tripping like that. You got one that's just, I'm on that no matter what opportunity I got in front of me, and that's what y'all got hit with. That's what y'all got hit with. That's what's out there off camera. That's what y'all don't realize. When y'all, oh, the West is soft. The West ain't this no more. Yeah, okay, you just not seeing it on camera. Now that you've seen it, y'all like, oh, he went too far. But how many times niggas got to tell you niggas?
Yeah, I think 4Extra did exactly what he would have did to anybody else. One thing I'm tired of with people like 607, Unc, Charleston White, others, I'm tired of niggas. It's a difference between giving candy with the medicine and just being a troll. I'm tired of niggas disguising, I'm trying to give you a message with trolling and then blaming the consumers because you're the person who makes the content. So at what point do you say, this is the type of content I want to create? In my opinion, when you continue to do the trolling shit and the goofy shit, that's what you want to do. You're making a conscious decision to do that, and then you try to play it off like that's not what you're really about when you kick the knowledge here and there, but you know what you're going viral for, and blaming the fans to me is a cop-out. It's like, oh, well, the fans, you know, they need me to troll for them to get my message. I don't believe that that's true. So at some point, it's like, you got to pick the content you want to do and do it. This 1 foot in and 1 foot out, I'm goofy this time, and then I'm serious over here. To me, that's all bullshit. I just don't fuck with that, and I feel like that's an excuse.
Because that dilutes the message.
Yeah, it's like, what are you doing?
I agree, because now you take it, and 607 Unc is smart as hell. If you catch any of his other interviews and stuff like that, he has a lot of knowledge. So by being that way, you saying you trying to raise the vibration, you're not raising the vibration.
Not in that manner.
By intentionally going too far with the disrespect. Now, if you troll, you can't just play with niggas you don't know. That's what a lot of people do. It's to that point, like when people, if you was younger, they tried to play with you, and then as soon as you get serious, they're like, I was just playing. Like, you know what I'm saying? And then y'all doing that on steroids now for content, and it's crazy. Whether it is or not, it's like, it still should be limits and levels to disrespecting a grown man on camera. Like, what do you think you playing with a nigga? Whole law number 5.
There we go.
The nigga whole reputation playing with everything and everybody not playing. And on top of that, you coming from out of town.
Bam.
So now it's like you're not going to allow nobody else to come out of town to your city and do none of that. That's why he kept yelling why he kept yelling, oh, this wouldn't happen. Come to St. Louis and do this and do that. It's like, of course,
that's your hometown.
That stupid to go out here and be trying to disrespect you or do.
We wouldn't go to Chicago, try to make fun of no Vice Lords, no GDs, or none of that. No Gangsta Disciple, no Latin Kids. We're not going out there tripping. We moving as visitors. You know what I'm saying? Now we'll defend ourselves as men, but we're not going out there mocking their culture. You dig what I'm saying? Because we understand niggas really die for this shit. And I think when he realized that when 4Extras really kind of got in his face, 4Extras probably was in character mode, but then he started talking and started thinking and probably was like, damn, I will really do this too.
Right up on
Yeah, I really got up on it. I think he kind of forgot that, oh shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm doing too much. And then had to kind of check himself.
Because you got to realize 4Extra already had life.
There you go.
So every day out, he's probably looking at it like, this is a win, this is a bonus. You know, I wasn't good, but I was good. So that's why he told him, like, nigga, I'll go back, be happy, doing burpees, laughing while these bitches answer my calls. Because technically, I already got banged. So I probably was never even thinking of getting out. So I'm not finna never let you play with me. And this is the problem when you start to feel like you're a part of a culture because you're a consumer of it. Bro, you're a guest in this shit. The shit you see at No Jumper, 9 times out of 10, they're already from out here. When you seen Brick and DW getting their thing, bro, they both from out here. But it was real shit behind the scenes that y'all don't know. But y'all just see it on the camera like, oh, Brick let him play with him and this and that. So now everybody think they can do that. Oh, Cali just letting anything get by. And then you come out here and get fucked off and it's like, oh, shit.
And he made it worse for himself. Like, once you leave a situation and then you calling in, and you saying you would have popped niggas and this and that. Now, if bro really see he gonna get up on you, it's like, it could have just been what it was and that's it. But then niggas leave and get hyped up and ego and read the comments and do what they do. And to me, if I'm 4Extra, that slow shit he do where he start acting slow and doing all that, you're not getting the pass from me no more at this point.
Could this all be just content?
It definitely could, but I think with 4Extras, I think he has to understand now, he's kind of like one of the hottest faces as far as the Crip card right now. So I hope he changed his mindset of, bro, let's start doing it the right way. Like that mindset when he said, nigga, I'll go back to jail, collect calls. I'm like, homie, that's not the way to live. We all done been behind there. It sound cool on camera, but really, bro, when you really kind of sit there and you away from, I don't know if he got kids or not, but bro, you don't want to do that. So I hope he changed his mindset to just be like, you know what, let me get this content popping. Let me put the 40s on the way he could, which is put them on No Jumper. Whoever's a rapper, put them on game, give people lives that way. What we always talk about. But it is just content until somebody really get hurt. So right now, yeah, it's content because then nobody technically got hurt. 607 Unc bowed out. Whatever he chose to do, he left, went back home, called in, low-key with some hoe shit. Then, you know what I'm saying, you talking tough when you're in the safety of your own home. But when you was in front of him.
Did he call in or did they call him?
Nah, he called in.
He called in and was talking gangster at that point, but he didn't have that same energy when that same man was in front of him. Now, allegedly, if they did have burners, he had his homeboys, then he was supposed to do that, get up out of there safely. But if it's a one-on-one, I don't even think 607 Unc. He not gonna press that line. You dig what I'm saying?
And this is what y'all gotta understand. Disclaimer.
And
having a blick on you don't really mean nothing. Niggas get slid with blicks on them all the time.
Come on, bro.
Niggas die with blicks on them all the time. It's whoever get to theirs first. Quick draw McGraw.
Hey, and on top of that, who's ever quick to use it? Because I didn't see homies have it as accessory like a purse. They think it's cute because like, oh, I got it on me, and really ain't with it.
And it don't make you bulletproof.
Even what he's saying, all this is allegedly. Like nobody confirmed that he came up here with
No. We just speaking on what he said. You know what I'm saying? We don't know if it's true or not.
But
this
it's content,
just
though.
What he put out there.
It's content because nobody got hurt. Nobody can press charges. Nobody got spit on. Like, you know, how I tell me,
and you gotta understand, For Extra already seen the Munchie B situation. So now I'm really leaving zero room for you because
you got
prior
Inglewood,
to that,
man.
I probably would have let you get a little bit of the trolling off. But the fact that I seen you troll Munchie B that way, that probably rubbed For Extra the wrong way. Because like, hold on, cuz even though Munchie B from the other side, he's still from the coast. You still are out of towner out here playing with the lifestyle. So in a sense, you damn near playing with my lifestyle as well. So I'm finna leave zero room for playing. So as soon as you get to playing, I'm up on you, nigga.
You playing with the Damu card, now you playing with the...
Exactly.
You know what's great? He told that nigga I love you.
Yeah, he did. But man...
Do y'all think 607 is seen back up there though?
Yeah, I think he might go up there. He ain't going back up there with For Extra.
There.
Adam's trying to get him back up there because what fans are saying is Adam is dumb for picking For Extra over Unc because Unc is more valuable with technically he's more versatile.
He's trying to be like a comedian.
He can cover more topics. He's more versatile.
More valuable, yeah.
You know, he can do solo interviews. Unc already came in with a following in motion. He's doing Pop the Balloons over here, Cam Capone over there. So, and you know what I'm saying?
I respect that, yeah.
And For Extra is like, okay, outside of the gang talk, the fade talk, how much content can you really use them for? We never seen them conduct an interview. We never really seen them even speak on topics. They tried to sprinkle in like some Donald Trump shit, and it just...
He was limited.
He was limited.
And let me ask you this,
but
though.
It's like there's the longevity of the interviews and what 607 Unc can do. Does that take precedence over that viral moment? You get what I'm saying? Because it seems like you want two opposites to get in there and explode over having somebody that's going to be more of a long-term
But
investment.
this is why I think Adam is choosing For Extra, because of everything I just said. For Extra built his following through No Jumper. For Extra got cracking through No Jumper. He became who he is right now as far as in the face of the fans through No Jumper, where Unc, he don't really need No Jumper. Unc can leave No Jumper at any time and he's still Unc. He's still cracking. So I think Adam is looking at it like, I got For Extra's loyalty more than Unc. Because I know what Unc trying to do. He trying to build this shit up. And if we part ways, we part ways. For Extra, like, nigga, this No Jumper.
Let me ask you this, though. Because, you know, we always talk about content and shit like that. Do you feel like if For Extras kind of take this time out of the gang banging content, you know what I'm saying, and try to expand, you think he can work himself out if he kind of really put time as far as expanding his versatility of different topics? You think he'll work that way?
I think For Extra got to fight somebody. Honestly, honestly, you got to fight somebody, and I think Aaron the Plumber is forcing him to, because before that, the fans were satisfied with the talk. But you see Aaron the Plumber fighting for no reason every day. So now they like, hold on, cuz this nigga over here talking about fighting. Yeah, it sound good, but dude is actually fighting. And him turning the King Pill fight down didn't make sense, because it's like, okay, you fighting in jail for free. King Pill, even though you are more cracking than him, he is, you know, whatever he is trying to make a name off of your name. One is still 50 bands. So, bam, that's easy work. You fight for free anyway. Two, this could lead up to bigger fights.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, go in there, knock him out. Now they're like, oh, he was supposed to knock him out. Let's see if he can knock him out now. But in For Extra's defense, you can't tell a man what he's worth. He could think he worth more than 50 bands and more than a King Pill fight. He could be looking at it like, if I fight this goofy, the respected fighters that I want to fight they gonna look down on me for fighting him because now they gonna be like, nigga, you know you're supposed to fight me because before he went to jail, he had the MMA fight set up with the MMA fighter. So he like, why would I go from an MMA fighter to a King Pill? No, go get another one of them MMA fighters or something like that.
But what kind of the same situation with Aaron the Plumber though, because the reason why he don't really want to fight 4Xers is because I think they only offering 20 bands. He's about to do a fight right now, coming up in August.
Aaron the Plumber?
For 6 figures. So he looking at it like, why would I take a fade for 20 bands if I'm getting 100 over here or 200, whatever it is? So they kind of both in the same position where they like.
So let me ask you this: so if Aaron the Plumber getting that money, that means 4Xers need to fight somebody to kind of boost his resume up, so then he can match.
Or if Adam, if we really wanted to go viral, offer the bro what he want, get him paid.
Nah, for sure. Because the difference with 4Xer and the Plumber is Aaron the Plumber can lose and still bounce back and just get another fight. 4Xer's whole thing is knocking everybody out. I'm putting everybody out. I'm putting niggas in comas.
Kind of like Tyson in his heyday. Like,
So if 4Xer finally take a fight, we like, okay, let's see what the hell he been talking about. And he lose,
they go critique.
The lore is gone.
Yeah.
The lore is gone because you did so much talking about it. There's no way you can go in there and lose, even though realistically, any given day, any given night, anybody can lose. Yep. But we're looking at you like, nah, nigga, you can't lose.
He done put himself so high on the pedestal of fame where it's just like, now you have no wiggle room for, you can't even have a bad night. You can't even be even with a nigga.
If he go in there and fight King Pill and it's an even fight, that's a loss.
Yeah, exactly. You gotta dominate. So he kind of put that pressure on himself with that.
So maybe he's thinking that, like, look, it's a chance on any given night, at least I'm gonna make it count. I can't let King Pill mess around and get a quick little lucky little swim banger and bam and put me out. I hope
4Xer listen to this because, bro, low-key, we kind of giving him gems for new content. Maybe he can start training like, man, I'm training for my next fight. You know what I'm saying? That'll give his own way to have his own channel.
No, fact. Instead of going to the set after he leaves no jumper, go to the gym.
Go to the gym.
IRL stream that. Everybody gonna be tuning into that. Then that'll help build up a fight.
That'll be more content.
And you can still keep your personality and what you do and what you are, but just do it more professional.
Because what you're seeing is the fans are turning on him right now. Before, he could do no wrong. Now they like, all right, we tired of the banging on the table. We tired of the yelling off the back.
At this point.
We tired of, the same little catchphrases. We want to see what you've been talking about. That's the comments I'm reading to the point where Adam's even reading them. And the fans are like, look, man, if he don't fight somebody, it's over. We don't want to hear about it no more. So I don't know what he's going to do. You can't tell the next man what to do. Me personally, I just would have went in there and fought King Pill. Especially if I think I could put him out, I'm going to put him out. 50 bands. Okay, who next?
At that point, your stock go way up.
Your stock going way up. You got Aiden Ross, got the celebrity boxing. Charleston White just said he just locked in 4 more fights.
He just knocked out one of the,
the
Island Boys,
Technically TKO one of the Island Boys. So you got to realize Aiden Ross wanted 4Xer on the card before he went to jail.
Yeah.
So you got Aiden Ross eyes on you. That's kick. That's all the endorsements that Aiden Ross got. Nigga, if you don't jump in there and go fight King Pill.
You know who probably would have did it too for that money? Crip Mac. If Crip Mac was out, I think Crip Mac would have got down with King Pill off the rip.
Absolutely. Because even though Crip Mac was banged out, he was more understanding the content. He was more willing to do more things for the content than I think 4Xers is willing to do. He's like, nigga, I'm not doing nothing. Like, nigga, it's 40s and that's it. Straight up. And either you gonna fuck with what I'm talking or that's it. Like, I'm not finna be playing with this shit.
I get it. I totally get it. I just really hope he capitalized on his fame or the heat that he got before it fizzles out. Because again, it's only gonna be a time period, like you said. The fans gonna want that. Fans gonna want that phase. So it's kind of like that fire's going out. So you need to add some gasoline to it. Hopefully he kind of pick up on this, man, trying to find a fade that he can get that the people want to see, and he dominate, and then that'll, like you said, put him to the next level. Maybe he can fight Jake Paul.
Would it be more though? Like you said, if he had a UFC fight, you knock a nigga from UFC out. Your shit gonna skyrocket.
I'm gonna say this:
you can take over what Jake Paul did.
I'm about to say he can. The top of the pinnacle mountain for 4Xers would to be fighter Jake Paul. Like he was to win, and then Jake Paul be like, man, who is this dude? I'm about to knock this gangbanger out. Wherever how he talk, you know what I'm saying? Then he could be like, man, on 40 Crip, I'm about to knock out this old white boy. Then it'd kind of be like, all right, 2 different worlds. One was on Disney. He really from the streets. Let's make that happen. But then right there,
this is the difference though. Jake Paul fought Nate Robinson first. We didn't know who Jake Paul was. He fought a basketball player
and slept his ass.
But the whole time, not knowing Jake Paul, first of all, they're elite wrestlers all through like high school and college. Him and his brother, elite wrestlers, and he was training boxing the whole time. He was doing YouTube for like 5 years with the best trainers.
He was down in that Puerto Rico gym.
Yeah, but even Nate Robinson is a bigger name than
Jake Paul.
Than not
Than 4Extras.
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
that's still a benefit for Jake
But what
Paul.
I was saying, if 4Extras,
I ain't talking about 4Extras. Talking about who 4Extras got to fight. Like,
well, I'm saying
like,
right now you got to start
bigger.
somewhere though. So if say if you do take off King Pill, then you can fight Aaron the Plumber. Then after Aaron the Plumber, I don't know who else will be out there that fight like that. But you know what I'm saying? You can start building it up, and then until you reach that, you know what I'm saying, Jake Paul status.
Because in the eyes of the fans, they're looking at him as equivalent to like, okay, King Pill is around who you should be fighting. Aaron the Plumber is around who you should be fighting. In his mind, he's like, no, I need to be fighting a real celebrity, like a real superstar.
But all superstar boxers have to go through the ringer. Don't nobody come out and just fight. This ain't the movie Creed, bro. You don't just come out and just fight the champion because of your name. You know what I'm saying?
But you had a lot of UFC people coming out saying they would fight him. I think that's the difference. People probably not seeing what the type of DMs and stuff he getting on the back end.
True.
So we don't know who really
Maybe try to do a boxing
stuff.
match with what's his name? Bobby. I forget his name.
Bobby
UFC
Green?
fighter. Yeah, maybe try to lock that in.
But the thing is, what happened to the UFC fighters? Because he out of jail now. So it's like, if they not tapping back in, I just can't see coming out of the county jail and turning down 50K for a fight. And I'm up here saying, man, I just knocked the nigga out 3 days before I came up for this interview for free.
It's only gonna be like 4-5 rounds. It's not gonna.
Exactly. Yeah, because when you're an amateur, they do like, you know,
however they want exhibitions, however they want.
Exactly.
Because I would say maybe Bosco. I remember, you know, he was one of the influencers that everybody was going through. But it's like he cooled off. He ain't been cracking right now. King Pill, his name is hot, whether we love it or not. His name is hot right now, and it's like it's a storyline there.
Yeah.
You know, fights, we love the storyline. So automatically, King Pill made it a storyline. But what I think is, it would have been a possibility before he pulled that stunt and act like he went to the 40s looking for him with all the dumb moves.
Oh, yeah.
That's where 4X is looking at it like, you playing with the gangbanging now. So now,
it's not content no more.
It's not content no more. I'm not getting you no bag and you playing with the set.
That's true.
Nigga, it's up for real.
Yeah. Law number 5.
when he did that speech in front of 607 Unc, like, yes, y'all up here trying to get views. I'm up here trying to get the body. I'm trying to catch you for real. I think that was the King Pill. I think that's also why he showed up 40, 50 deep. I think that was for King Pill, not Unc. Because you doing stunts, pulling up with all these dumb moves, acting like you looking for me. Okay, cool. You know I'll be up here. You might just try to pop up one day and do some funny shit. I think Unc just caught it while 4X was in that mode thinking about Pill. That's what I honestly think.
Adam better get a catch on that shit. You got people coming up there deep like that, and security only can do so much, homie. Once you got your mind made up, 40, 50 niggas deep. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's only going
and that's all I'm saying
that
is
content's getting
you're
dangerous.
doing the content. Everybody's not playing that trolling shit. King Pill, he took it past trolling. You get to playing with real life gangbanging. You crossing certain lines. Nigga, you ain't even from LA. You from way in Pomona. Act like you Pomona. Pulling up like, come on, bro. But we'll see how this turn out. I want to see him get a fight soon. So Aiden Ross, somebody get him on the card with somebody. Yeah. And let's make it happen. Let's see if all the stories is true.
No, definitely.